and gentlemen, welcome to Gamer Grudge X.
Or, I don't know, can they? Mac doesn't exist, got it. Mac is a lie.
All right. They can hear me. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the birthdays. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Gamer Grudge. Sorry we're late, but we're here for the semifinals. Originally, I was going to fight, but thank God I'm not fighting on my fucking birthday. But we're here on Gamer Grudge. Let's go ahead and get this thing moving along quickly because we are late. So we're here for the semifinals. I'm here with, I got people. It's going to be me. It's going to be Mist, like usual.
Yo.
Franny.
Hello.
And Shrink is going to be a judge too. She mad to leave.
Hi.
But she's here. Franny, not Miss. And Shrink.
Hi. Yeah, I said hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rude.
I'm sorry. That's the crew. So let's go ahead and get to the actual fighters. We have one fighter. He's a former champion. We have Trill.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
And we have a newcomer who's been to the semifinal, who's been in the finals before and hoping to make another appearance. Bryce.
What's happening?
That was contradictory. He's not a newcomer.
Oh yeah, he's a veteran.
I'm here.
Yeah, he's here. But anyway, guys, before we start, let's just not. We'll just go ahead and get this right here. We're not going to go over the rules. You know the fucking rules. You should know the rules because we're not going to go over that screen because that screen takes more time. So what we're going to do is skip the montage and the rules, and we're going to get right into things because we're on a time crunch. All right, guys.
Appreciate you.
No problem, man. No problem. All right,
making the time.
Yeah. We're low on time, so we gotta get this started. All right, so we're gonna go with question number one. We're gonna dive right into it.
Whew.
And we're gonna go to question number one. Question number one is I'll read it. What is the best LucasArts game? So what the heck is going on? Oops. Oh, wrong one. So, we're gonna start with I think I got Bryce here ready. Bryce? Not Bryce. I think I got Bryce on here doing this one. You're first. So Bryce, what is your answer?
My answer is Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay, cool. Knights of the
AKA
Old Republic.
KOTOR.
All right, cool. Knights of the Old Republic. Trill, what is your answer?
Force Unleashed.
There you go. Got that. All right. Force Unleashed. All right, cool. All right. So with that said, Miss, you're doing Trink, not Trink. Fuck.
What?
Sorry, Franny, you got the time ready?
So we're just because we're women, we all look alike.
Oh, he didn't pick me because I went off.
You did.
That was because I was doing everything, and you had a whole host who was doing nothing.
That is true. Yeah. So
What do you need? What do you need from me?
Time.
3 minutes time.
Sure.
Yay.
3.
Whenever.
And go.
Okay. Hi. So, Knights of the Old Republic is the best LucasArts video game because of the deep amount of storytelling that it brings, the decision making that comes into play, how deep that goes, and how you can have, so many different branches of the story, whether you want to go to the light side or the dark side. Like I said, the deep storytelling, the character development allows you to build relationships with a lot of different characters. And everybody's got their own backstories and motivations. It's just such a deep game, and for its time especially, it was a depth that nobody has really seen yet, especially in a game that's, a AAA studio, kind of like, or we got the Star Wars license, we can do whatever we want, that'll sell itself. But they really went all out and made a legendary game that we still talk about today. Even aside from it being a Lucasarts game, just in general in the gaming world, this game is considered one of the better games, a great game. The replayability, it's got deep RPG mechanics, multiple endings, and the ability, like I said, to choose between light and dark side, which everybody wants to do in Star Wars. That's, like a big thing in that. The gameplay variety features turn-based combat and strategic elements, allowing players to customize abilities and party members. So there's a lot of customization and strategy in the combat. The world exploration, you're able to explore multiple planets with unique lore and quests between those planets. Where this game is just a very deep and expansive game into the Star Wars realm. Like I said, deep storytelling, character development, replayability, and the variety of being able to switch characters and teammates, party members, and then the world exploration. All those things combined make for an excellent game, even without it being a LucasArts game. This game is on one of the top registers of video gaming, even aside from the LucasArts.
All right. I do not have my bell.
That's perfect.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. All right. With that said, Trail, you're next.
And go.
Okay, so I picked Force Unleashed. It came out in 2008. When it came out, I personally replayed it 2 times, and it took me about 9 to 10 hours to beat. The question I had to ask myself when I was trying to pick which LucasArts game to, answer for this question was, which one had I played and which one, did I like the most? So for this one, I really, really enjoyed its hack and slash gameplay. It had a big story, although the story didn't end up being canon. It was crazy. Had had 2 endings. This game really made you feel the powers of having a Jedi with real high action gameplay, platforming, RPG light with level up progress. I cannot stress this enough about this game. First mode on PlayStation 2 was legitimately a whole different game than a campaign mode. Like, it was like you got the campaign Call of Duty, and then you got like a multiplayer on top of the game too. Like you got both. Like it was just so good. Like you could pick any one of the Jedis that you could see throughout the whole campaign, and some that you couldn't, and you guys would just fight like 1v1, like in the temple room, and you could like throw him through the building. Like I cannot express to you, like it was so. I wrote here in my notes. I wrote Soul Calibur light. Great to play on the sofa with my friends back in the day. Insane to find out that it was an option. So yeah, so just the PvP versus your friends was just amazing, and to have that in an already amazing power fantasy of a hack and slash game is incredible. The best way to play it now, if anyone's curious, is it's Xbox. It's compatible. It's on Xbox with backwards compatibility. The story mode. The story takes place between episode 3 and 4. Sam Whitmore does an amazing job doing the visuals and also the voice acting for the show. Like I said, it's not canon. It's the ultimate power fantasy. They had the second one, Force Unleashed 2, which is something I would recommend. You use your abilities to fight and platform and unlock different things. I asked the bold question, which game would I rather play right now? Force Unleashed, which came out in 2008, or Jedi Survivor. I knew which one I wanted. This game came out when other games were popular, such as Devil May Cry and God of War. So it's very kind of in that vein, in that 2008 area.
And that's time.
All right. Franny is gonna put 5 minutes on the clock. You have 5 minutes to maim, kill, and destroy. Do whatever you had to do. Shrink. Anything else you want to see?
Murder.
All right, cool. What she said. So whenever Franny says go, you may start.
And go.
All right, so reasons why KOTOR is better than Force Unleashed. I mean, they're both great Star Wars games. They're both great LucasArts games, but my game is considered better for many reasons. The KOTOR offers a rich, deep storytelling, branching narrative, meaningful choices where it means something. You know what I mean? Every choice you make in the dialogue, multiple endings. Whereas Force Unleashed, it's entertaining. There's action, but the story is very linear. There's no opportunity for those kind of decisions where players want to feel like they have control of the outcome.
I would push back only slightly and say in my game, there is an opportunity for your player to have growth and have different decisions, maybe not through dialogue, but through gameplay instead, and how you choose to use certain power-ups and how you choose to explore and use the platforming and your creativity to find these
right. We all have choices in a video game, of course, yeah. But in my game, in this game, it is you're feeling more rewarded for the choices. They have more of an impact in the outcome of the game with the multiple endings and that adds to replayability. Having multiple endings.
Games, you got the quintessential role-playing game. If you like turn-based role-playing games and you think Star Wars is cool, any person with a brain recommends your game. Like, your game is just that good. It is the standard for.
I mean, we saw Baldur's Gate 3 go Game of the Year. I mean, it's no different. You know, I mean, these are games that people enjoy because of that deep, rich storytelling and decision making, character development, being able to really feel like you've expressed yourself through the video game. Like,
right, but your game
express your personality or living.
Player. So you can only do that stuff, in this massive kind of single player RPG type of world. Well, yes, your game is, this cool game. You make a lot of decisions, but it still has a beginning, middle, and end. No matter where your decisions lead, they still hit these key kind of points to lead you through the story to get to the end point. And our games share that very commonly. It's just how we get there and through the combat. My game is the blockbuster popcorn eating movie. Your game is the drama of
the game of the year.
Movies. It's the
game of the year. It's the Baldur's Gate 3 version.
I'm not saying it's not game of the year, but my game, I get to pull a Star Destroyer down to a planet with my bare hands, and I had to customize everything for my lightsaber.
And it is very flashy.
And I cannot express
it is very
enough.
Flashy.
The PvP versus your friend makes it a different game entirely. Like I give it to you. And we've seen versus your campaign, but
we've all lived through the multiplayer era, and we've seen how it goes down, and it is fun. but
It's
we
so
we
fun to
see
choke
we're
these flags
seeing
and turn
now
piss off.
single player games are huge. They're single player games are bigger than a lot of games now. Like they're making their comeback, they're making their stand. Single player games,
Well, we
and
both
this
have a
is and
single
this
player
is
game. My
this is
this
one
has
of
a
the
two-player
games.
option.
This is
Mine's
one
not
of the
like
games
it's
that a lot
2008.
of people are requesting to be remastered or remade. They want this game to be remade.
I would love both our games to be remastered and remade.
Yeah, but this one is a big one. BioWare, they didn't mess around. They made great games and everybody knew it.
I
And
understand what you're saying, but because of the combat, because of how you interact with the game, I would not choose to play it. Just like I wouldn't choose to play Baldur's Gate 3. I would have
it
played
gives you
Dragon's
more
Dogma 2
strategy. It
because
gives
it
you
has
more
more live
strategic entry,
action combat.
replayability, gameplay variety is all included in the depth of the play the combat in that game.
I would argue that yes, the gameplay
It's well thought out.
appears to
It's
be.
like, yeah, maybe like a game of chess or something, where instead of
Yes,
just a
I
hack and
agree.
slash, like you said, just a button masher. Like
It's
yeah,
not
it's a
quite a
good waste
button
of
masher.
time.
There are
It's a
combos
good
you can
waste of
use.
time, but
It's
with
like I
this,
said,
with
like Devil
KOTOR,
May
it's
Cry
you
and more
feel
like God of
rewarded for
War.
your
Those
time
games
invested.
have different combos you can use using both ranged and melee attacks. Let's not not those shaded
Just the variety
unnecessarily.
of environments too. I mean, multiple
Yeah,
planets
you
to
can.
explore
Yeah, I can
with
pull a
unique.
group of stormtroopers into me and then throw them off the ledge
You're
if I want to.
with the Force Unleashed, you're restricted to level design, focusing on combat sequences rather than open world exploration.
Next person leads to nowhere.
Time.
All right. So, anybody got a question?
Great choice, man. That's a hard one to argue against. GG, brother. That's a good choice.
Yeah, I mean, they both are. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
So, question anybody?
No easy answers.
No, never.
There are others, but any questions?
No. I don't like Star Wars, so you're talking to the wrong person.
I mean, I don't hate Star Wars, but Star Wars
Yeah,
games.
I gave up on Star Wars a long time
I
ago.
like Star Wars. The games are like they hit or miss to me.
No,
and
I just
like
hate
these.
Star Wars, literally.
These two games are. These two games are good. I admit that. I like them, but like I said, just don't got a good question. Okay, yeah, the chat's active because I'm seeing it on the screen. Someone says Star Wars suck. Yeah.
You should tell us like something to flip. Our games are pretty different.
No,
Like, he
they're
has
different.
An RPG.
That's
I
why
have
it's-
more of, like,
That's why it's hard to come up with
action.
the question because both of your games are different. So I'm trying to figure out something that we're pertaining to both.
We don't need to have a question.
Okay, fine then. We don't need a question. Fuck it. Missed. What you got any facts?
Okay, for the sake of time, I'll just read like a few bits because they both have a lot of accolades, blah 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 blah. But for Force Unleashed, the demo was the fourth most played Xbox Live game during the week of August 25th, I think of 2008, trailing behind Grand Theft Auto 4, Halo 3, and Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. And it was the ninth most played Xbox Live title throughout all of 2008. So that's something. And where did I see? Blah, 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 blah. Again, just for the sake of time, Old Republic has a lot of freaking awards. I do not feel like reading all the awards they got, but it has a lot of them.
All right, cool.
So even within their arguments, these are fairly respected games.
Right.
All right, cool. Trent, who you thought won?
I'm gonna go with Bryce.
Okay, cool.
Good answer.
I like a lot of choices and making a lot of more RPG options, even if it's single player. I've played a lot of single player games that you do that. Doesn't really bug me. I played a shit ton of Dragon Age.
Because that's the best game.
All right. Ness, who you thought one?
Same. I am a single player person and I love multiple endings.
All right, cool. Trunk already asked you.
Franny.
Franny.
I was gonna give it to Trill. I'm the only real RPG games that I play is like Pokemon, if you would call that an RPG. Not really,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm not a big RPG player. I mean, I put a lot of hours into Baldur's Gate, but that's...
I'm about to smack you through this computer.
Yeah, you literally put a lot of hours.
A lot of, like I said, I put a lot of hours into Baldur's Gate. But that's like literally a one-off. I'm a big like action adventure PvP kind of like puzzle person. So
Right. All right. Make a long story short, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm gonna go with Bryce strictly because look, both good answers. Fortunately, this is a great game, but everybody recognized. Force Unleashed is a game, but everybody remembers Knights. They remember that game. They remember Bryce's game. They're asking and demanding a remake. They're demanding it, not asking. They're demanding it. So I have to agree. Everything that he argued is correct. So I'm going to go with Bryce. Also true, you got a sequel, so I won't complain. You got a sequel, and it's not as great, better than the original. So, Trent, what they're saying?
GG's, Bryce. Good pick.
GG. Yep.
So,
GG.
Frank, what they're saying in the chat?
Well,
A
you were
lot.
like, there's other stuff in LucasArts games other than Star Wars, and I was like, yeah, but LucasArts, just the people go, yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah, that, and I was gonna say that is my
I should have
fault.
picked the Indiana Jones game, but
I was on the cusp of picking Monkey Island or
Yeah,
Curse
that's
of
my
Monkey
fault. The next time I do something like this, I say no Indiana Jones, no movie titles tie-ins, just a basic bear.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was hoping y'all would pick Monkey Island.
Then I would have picked Monkey.
Yeah, Monkey Island is great. Yeah, it's great.
also I knew that somebody was going to pick KOTOR. So when I picked Unleashed, I understood that the main obstacle was to get against literally the best game that maybe even the best Star Wars game of all time. Like,
no, I get it.
it's
I
hard.
submitted
It's hard
my
to top
answer
that
late,
game.
and I was surprised that none of them came back as already picked.
Yeah.
All right.
You got some solid answers. Solid answers all over
All right, guys, we're at the time. We're going to question number 2. So let's go to question number 2. Question number 2 is Miss, what's question number 2?
Who has the best sword in gaming?
Who has the best sword in gaming? All right, this time we're going to go with Trill, and then we're going to go with Bryce. So, Trill, what is your answer?
Link has the best sword in the gaming by using the Master Sword.
Great. All right. Great. Wait. Somebody said just read my answer. Read my answers. Somebody said the peak. Anyway.
We would have to go through the whole chat.
Yeah, we would have to. Yeah. Sorry, Chris. Trill. Do you have your answer?
No.
Bryce.
He gave his.
Bryce, your answer.
I went with Soul Edge from Soul Calibur.
Here's the problem with your GIF. I had it, but it just literally has a blank screen because basically that is the embodiment of Nightmare.
The Void.
He just the void of everything. Yeah. All right. So, I'm reading what's on the chat. So Trill, Franny, 3 minutes. Whenever Franny says go, you go.
go.
Okay, so guys, the purpose of Link's Master Sword in every iteration of the game is what we like to call in storytelling a MacGuffin. So it is something that moves the story further along, and then the character obtaining the story moves it from the rising plot to the climax to the, resolution. So once Link gets the Master Sword at all times, then he is better off fighting against Ganon, who is always the big bad villain. Now that I've explained the importance of the Master Sword in each iteration, I think it's a very important thing to the Legend of Zelda itself, because without the MacGuffin, without the gaining of memory and skills, and then becoming strong enough to get past your very first huge hurdle, is oftentimes gaining the Master Sword. Um, Without that progression, then I feel like we would lose something out of the the story that we love, that is, Link's journey. But we would lose a piece of the classicness to his iteration, his reincarnation throughout systems and time, and throughout story and plot itself. The Master Sword always fundamentally looking the same, even though Link may change, art style, size, and all things. The fact that the Master Sword always looks the same and always functions mainly the same way. It drains energy in the latest version, but before that, it still gave you the range attack, still gave you the charge attack, and it still was, for lack of a better word, super effective against certain creatures, especially those in Hyrule Castle. So I think the Master Sword is the best sword in gaming, because I can't think of another sword that is so crucial to so many great games over so many years, over so many consoles, over so many decades, over so many generations. Like every time you think of The Legend of Zelda or Link, you have to think of the Master Sword, because that is the tool he uses to win the day. So that's from like, I don't even know when the first game came out, but I was born in like '89. So from '89 till now, every iteration of, The Legend of Zelda and Link has had this sword, and every time they've used this powerful weapon that he had to first master his environment, the game, multiple puzzles, multiple dungeons, multiple things, to become strong enough to use the Master Sword, then get the Master Sword to then, save Hyrule. Uh, I don't know. I really can't think of any other example in gaming that it's so important.
All right, Tom. Bryce, you're next.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Tell me when.
Go.
Okay, so Soul Edge, the blade from the Soul Calibur series and the Soul Blade and Soul Edge, everything that we know, is considered one of the most iconic swords in video gaming due to its deep lore, terrifying power, and its unique design. The Soul Edge is central to the Soul Calibur series, serving as both a weapon and a terrifying force that corrupts its wielders. It has, unlike any ordinary sword, it feeds on the souls, growing stronger with each battle. So every time you defeat a foe, your sword is getting stronger. It has even caused catastrophic events in the game's lore. The sword changes form depending on its wielder, making it one of the most adaptable weapons in gaming. Whether you want to play with a heavy sword or a little, little meat tenderizer sword like Zhang Shua, it takes on the form that the wielder prefers, what their style is. So you see it appear in many different styles. Anyone can wield it, and it consumes them. It makes its own. What's really being fought here? The wielder or the actual weapon? The influence on the story. It creates conflicts with characters, the people that want to wield it. It shapes characters. It changes their actual physical form, like we saw with Siegfried. Once he got hold of the Soul Calibur, Soul Edge, he became Nightmare. It changes your physical form. In the gameplay, Soul Edge often comes with drawbacks such as health depletion, making it high risk, high reward. But and that makes it a little challenging. It's not, you're not being spoon fed combat. You have to kind of plan it out a little bit, make it play. Soul Edge is a legendary weapon sought after by warriors over time. This story takes place over centuries, as we've heard, the stage of history. We've heard that repeated in our heads. The stage of history. It becomes corrupted. It causes bloodshed. The corruption turns into a malevolent entity that feeds on souls. There's been multiple characters that have wielded it. Nightmare, Cervantes, and they become stronger with it, obviously. There's the Soul Edge, has a counterpart, the Soul Calibur.
All right. Now, we have Nightmare versus Link. So we want you to maim, kill, and destroy. Use what you got to do to destroy them with each other. Light versus dark. Trink, what you want to see? Tell what you want to see.
Blood. Good Lord, guys, stop complimenting each other.
Kill each other. On camera. We want this. So, whenever Franny says go, you know what to do.
Go.
Okay, so here's a couple reasons why Soul Edge might be considered better than the Master Sword. They're both iconic, obviously, but they serve different purposes in their games. Soul Edge has raw power. It's cursed. It's a sentient weapon that gives the wielder immense power. It's a living item. We see the eyeball moving around looking at you. It's intimidating. It's scary to look at. Even just thinking of holding it is intimidating. It's a force of destruction, whereas the Master Sword, it's a force of righteousness. You know,
Right.
and that's your choice. You have that choice. Do you want to play the dark side or the light side again? That's where we come to. But the shape-shifting ability of it is what really makes it stand out. The shape-shifting ability where it takes a form based on the wielder.
But there's only one wielder, which is the reason why I feel like mine is better. I get what you're saying. You're saying like any Joe Schmo can pick the sword up, it takes their soul, and then they have to take other souls, to satisfy the beast. Awesome concept, super dope, really like it. But you're still talking about a sword that's in a fighting game. So how you play with the sword is in the 1v1 in the fighting game. So what we're really talking about is the Soul Calibur series that the sword is featured in, how that sword in gaming is important in the Soul Calibur series compared to how the Master Sword is important to the Legend of Zelda. And one could honestly argue that if there's no Master Sword, like how does he? You can totally save the princess without the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild. I've done it twice, but without it can be done. But what I'm saying overall is for the narrative story, because that's what we're talking about, is the Master Sword is quintessential to what makes Legend of Zelda legendary. You could not have any understanding of your sword in the game and still get through, all the Soul Caliburs by just skipping the dialogue, right?
Okay,
but if you
but
skip all the dialogue in
the
Zelda
gameplays
games,
and everything, the
you
lore behind it
do.
and everything
You have to pull
is
the sword out the tree.
a very big driving force here behind Soul Edge, the lore of it and what it can, with the power that it holds. And you mentioned the Master Sword being a MacGuffin.
Like,
You mentioned it being a
in
MacGuffin.
fighting games do you just
And
skip past all the lore shit because you're just trying to beat the story mode to unlock the new
Soul Edge
fight your
is a
friend?
better MacGuffin. You mentioned the MacGuffin, and as soon as I said, I was like, okay, Soul Edge stands out even more because unlike the Master Sword, it's a straightforward good versus evil weapon. Soul Edge is cursed living blade that actively corrupts whoever wields it, and that makes it more than just an item. It makes it an antagonist. It influences the characters. It drives conflict. It's not just I've got this sword and I can shoot blades when I got full hearts. It actively drives conflict between the characters. And that's why I bring up the McGovern. The character transformation, it acts as a driving conflict because it
Okay,
transforms you into evil.
How many games was that sword a part of?
Well, we got Soul Edge, Soul Blade, Soul Calibur 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like 9 games. Are we on 6 yet? I think we're on 6. So 9 games.
When did the first game come out?
It was a stand-up arcade in the 90s, 98, maybe around the Tekken
So
time.
it has longevity.
It was
right?
it was developed by the same people that made Tekken. It was pretty much Tekken with weapons.
The crazy part is
when it came out.
I had to Google what you were talking about, and I owned Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube. Like I owned the game, and I had no idea what you were talking about because it.
And that's fine. Sometimes there's hidden gems yet to discover. You just got to brush them off.
I guess you're correct.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you just find a diamond in the. I mean, this thing, like when you look at pictures of it, and then the eyeball is looking at you, and it's tweaking around and shit. It gives you this like feeling. It gives you this weird like kind of fear or ominous presence is like there. You know what I mean? It gives you a different vibe.
And that's time.
Really? That was quite 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah. Oh well. Anybody got a question? All right, I guess we don't have a question.
Wait. Outside of the game, it's from what makes it the best.
Interesting. True. True. Is he?
Talking on mute.
You're talking on mute.
Hold on, my computer's messing up. What was the question?
Outside of your game, what makes your weapon the best if you were to take it out and use it somewhere else?
Ooh, good question.
Okay, so if I believe my memory serves me correctly, every time you see the character Link, he normally has the sword, Master Sword, in his hand.
Yeah,
so
not with Link.
And
you're outside the game completely.
You mean like in like real life or just like another game?
And Joe Schmo, Fantasy World, insert number, blah blah blah.
It doesn't matter what's that's what it means. It doesn't. You gotta take
insert Fantasy World here, number, whatever.
I think in any game besides the 1 out of 10, right? Just having the Master Sword would just be because it's so iconic. The way it looks would be dope. I can especially see it like if you're in a social area and you have the Master Sword in your back, you would definitely be the fucking man. So yeah, and then it, like you said, if it had its same powers at full health, it has a ranged attack and it's super strong. I feel like in any setting that a melee character would be plausible, that would be a good weapon, especially paired with the Link shield.
Okay, fair.
That's a good question though.
That's a good question. Great question. Bryce?
Yeah, especially after what I found.
Ooh. Bryce?
So why is Soul Edge better outside, or why is it still hold up outside of the game?
Yeah.
I think when I think about Soul Edge, it kind of represents a metaphor of like greed and obsession for power, the lust for power, because the people that grab it, they want to rule, they want to be the badass, and own everything. So it makes me think of kind of like Lord of the Rings, making the deal, for the ring. Like, even though, like, it's the ultimate temptation of power, it's disguised as strength. You think you're about to gain all this power, but really you're just losing everything. And that's so I think the soul blade or soul edge would fit well into a story like Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Lord of the Swords.
I'm laughing. Okay. Because I know the lore I know the lore of Soul Calibur. I know the lore is so funny. Trink is probably dying laughing right now.
Yes.
If the lore is so cool. Good God. Okay.
I am dying because I was a child with ADHD, and I was able to read the stuff in the Soul Calibur game as a child with ADHD.
I know
I'm
the
Poison
lore.
Ivy
I
main.
play Soul Calibur. I know
Yeah.
the lore.
I was an Ivy main who turned into a Talum main, so.
Oh, it's awesome. I
I'm
love
a
it.
And then I went to
Kalik
Terra
main.
when she showed up, so.
All day, Kalik.
Yeah, that's all we played when I was in. That's all we played when I was in college.
When I had a Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Me and my dad used to play all the time.
Yeah. Try Miss any facts?
Again, sake of time, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Ha ha ha, puns. Alright, so let's throw in Master Sword. Okay, so Trill's right, it's the only thing that can be getting. But here's the crucial part. The Master Sword is often seen to choose or accept its master by its own will, always a hero who has gone through great trials that test his powers, wisdom, and courage. So, you have to be a hero to wield this thing. Versus Soul Edge. Blah, 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 blah. Those who grab its hilt are unable to escape its curse, as its spirit invades the mind like a parasite and drives the wielder insane. Then blah, 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 blah. And yes, the only thing that can defeat Soul Edge is Soul Calibur. And also, it is Soul Edge is also called Evil Sword.
Also, fun fact: Soul Edge is looking for certain. I forgot they're looking for certain things, and Soul Calibur is one of the pieces that is in that he uses to kill Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur is one of that pieces to kill Soul Edge. So there's that. Am I wrong, Trink?
Nope, you got it right. They're essentially two different sources of good and evil trapped inside weapons that are trying to murder each other.
Exactly, yeah.
So actually, Trill, if you had caught this, you could have said Master Sword could defeat Soul Edge.
You could. Because in theory, because Link Between Worlds exists, thus, in theory, it reflects evil, thus, the Master Sword can literally kill Soul Edge. Basically, you got Soul Calibur. You have Soul Calibur. That's the Master Sword. It's Soul Calibur, 100%. But I just wanted to say that. Franny, who you thought won?
I'm still gonna give it to the Master Sword because I get both arguments I get, but like literally I was in GameStop like 2 days ago and Master Sword everywhere. Like it's such an iconic, like it's a super iconic sword.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. I'm gonna go next. Oh well, no. I want to see what Miss wins. Miss, who you thought won?
Master Sword, even though I do think Soul Edge is the cooler sword. I always thought it was a cool sword. But if we're talking about better, I don't want to be cursed. I don't want to have that on me for the rest of my life. I don't care how cool I look. So, Master Sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna go next. Here's the thing. Soul Edge, if we're talking about the most awesome weapon, yeah, Soul Edge is gonna win. because this actually looks cool. It looks cool. It's awesome, and turning into Nightmare would be awesome. But here's the thing: we're talking about. It's the question: which wielder has the best sword? And Soul Edge has a lot of problems. So if you take that motherfucker, congratulations. You're cursed. You're not even in control of your own soul. Basically, Nightmare is his own person. Thus, you are Nightmare. So you're not even you anymore. You're basically a parasite. So that's what you are. With Master Sword, I mean, even after he defeats Ganon, he can live his whole life. There's been stories where Link lives his whole life freely, nice, and also as an added bonus, if we're going on one-on-one, the Master Sword can kill Soul Edge. That's fact. That's not. It's not even a theory no more. It's a fact. They're in the games. It can happen. So with that, I'm going with Trill. I'm going with the Master Sword. Trent.
So because it's way more iconic than you guys give it credit for. League of Legends literally stole the entire concept of Soul Edge for an entire race in their lore. There's a race called the Darkin, which the gods stole in their weapons because they were so evil they couldn't literally kill them, so the only option they had was to steal them in their weapons. But then if mortals touch their weapons, they take over their entire body. There's one called Aatrox, who's been known to almost be exactly like Nightmare, and then he is so powerful, he's broken his vessel's entire body by mistake. And Aatrox is also canonically the only being so fucking powerful, he killed a god by stabbing the god's vessel. He killed the god of war by stabbing his vessel.
Beautiful.
Right?
Right.
That's some power.
So, I mean, it should be you. Which one you want to choose? It doesn't matter.
She said Bryce.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I felt like that was a Bryce.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
The first words out of her mouth were
Yeah.
Soul Edge.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Like, League of Legends didn't forget about Soul Edge. League of Legends was like, I see you have an idea there.
Yeah, I won't say that Soul Edge isn't iconic.
Yeah, we're not saying
I
it
just
isn't
don't-
iconic.
I just don't want to be the wielder of one.
I don't want to hold. I feel like I would be dead in a minute. Nightmare would be like, "You're weak. I'm gonna kill you." And let's
Well,
not
you
forget,
guys already
Nightmare will
know
find a way to
the
kill you.
story.
Like
It's not
Nightmare's
about
like, "Yeah, I'm gonna."
What's the
you
best
got-
one to wield? It's just the
Imagine
best one.
Trink and I having a Soul Edge. This one would not make it.
No, if we gave it a hook, this world would not make it.
Well,
And
hold
put
on.
it
No, because it would enter our minds and turn us into what we truly are.
Miss. Remember who you're talking to about Trink. Trink literally fantasized about Pyramid Head. So I would think Soul Edge
Mac,
would be right.
Trink
No,
and
it's
I
fine.
are not too far different from our thoughts here.
We both are card-holding members of the same club.
Yeah, like I get where Trink is coming from.
All right. I'm gonna go to Franny. Franny, what they're saying in the chat? Are you listening to it?
I'm not paying attention to chat.
All right, straight what
Okay,
they're saying in the
there's
chat.
a bunch of different swords. They were also talking about Dante's sword. I brought up
Dildo.
Travis Touchdown's beam katana.
Ooh,
You know,
nice.
because who doesn't want the jacking off shake weight as their iconic weapon?
Nah, yeah, no. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I picked Doomguy. I had the Z Saber from Mega Man X4 and Doomguy's blade.
Yeah.
Doomslayer's blade is awesome. Also getting that heavy metal music while you're slicing demons, really cool. All right, we're down to the third question, so we're tied right now. We're moving along pretty quickly. Question number 3. Franny, what is question number 3?
Question 3. What is the best sandbox game?
All right, cool. This time we're gonna go with Bryce, and then we're gonna go with Trill. So, Bryce, what is your answer?
Minecraft. Minecraft. Excuse me.
Why are you saying like
Minecraft.
you had to sound kind I like the confidence.
That was not confidence. That was him go through puberty.
It was just dry. It's dry over here. I got some water right here.
I understand. I understand. Trail. Trail.
I'm sorry, I'm still dying. Halo, oh my god.
All right, Halo. All right, cool. We're going Halo. All right, cool. All right, so with that said, 3 minutes on the clock. Bryce, should you be able to go whenever Franny says go?
Go.
Okay. So Minecraft is the best sandbox game. I mean, clearly we have limitless creativity. You can build anything. I mean, you can literally build a computer in this game. You can build a Game Boy. I mean, what else can you do? What else would you want? You can build anything. You can rebuild the pyramids. You can people are rebuilding entire cities in this game. Even aside from what you can build, just the exploration and the mystery and survival of it makes it a great, if you're playing on survival or creative mode. The procedural generation, every world is unique, diverse biomes, caves, landscapes. Every time you load it, it's a new world to explore. Never feels like the same game. All the multiplayer mods and everything that people have built over the years make it an endless amount of replayability. Like I said, the redstone engineering, more specifically, is how you can build computers. You're building circuit boards essentially in this game, and if you know what you're doing, or even with a little practice, you can learn how to do electrical work and engineering within this game. This game is literally being used in schools nowadays for team building exercises, electronics exercises, creativity and art. I mean, what other game is really being used in schools nowadays? I mean, we used to have Word Munch or Number Munch or Oregon Trail. Now we got Minecraft. Look at where we've come. Like the multiplayer collaboration, the team building, all the efforts that have gone into this game have made this thing really kind of a staple on humanity. Like, I mean, this is like a huge achievement in our life. Minecraft. I mean, it sounds silly to say, but the power and the limitlessness that it offers, I mean, you can literally never stop playing this, and you can do something new every time you play it. And that's what a sandbox means. It's literally a playground where you create your own sandcastles. You create your own rules, your own environment, your own world to explore, and you use your imagination. I mean, it's like playing in a sandbox. It's like playing with Legos. It's like, and then it goes beyond that with the electrical engineering and everything beyond that. In the modding communities, I mean, we can go on and on about it, the same things over and over, but the depth of everything that's gone on. This game has been around for 10 plus years now. It's one of the best selling games ever. I think it might be the top one now. This game.
That's time.
All right, Trail. You're next. Whenever Franny says go, you can go ice skating up a hill. Franny.
Go.
Okay, so in the land of PvP games, a sandbox refers to the arena in which you play. So Halo is set up to be played multiplayer most of the time, 6v6. This means 6 people on one side, 6 people on the other side, and let's say the objective is capture the flag. We all start with the same amount of health, same amount of utility, and the same gun. Because there are different weapons that spawn around the world, these are called the sandbox. Not only can you interact with these weapons, we can interact with different equipment. Quick example is off spawn on one of the levels. I love to head right, grab the grappling hook, make a jump up on the computer that sticks out just far enough so I can make another sneaky cheeky jump up and get in range to use a grappling hook to grab the sniper to myself. And from that point, I can see into the red or blue spawn, depending on what side that is. That usually gets me a team wipe, or at least 4 out of 6 players down, which leads to kind of a snowball effect. And I do all that based off of the sandbox, simply based off of the knowledge of me knowing the environment and equipment and the gun. But Halo isn't just multiplayer, is it? It's not just campaign. Halo has this other thing. If you go down 3 little rungs when you load in Halo, it says Halo Forge. In the Forge, you can create literally anything you can think of. It's a literal sandbox open world when you can make any game type, anything at all times. You can make yesterday I played a battle royale version of Halo made in Forge. I played a zombie kind of game made in Forge, which was really cool. They used a flood as like zombies. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I played another game where it was like zombies, but it was like, other Master Chiefs. I thought that was pretty dope. Yeah, so Forge just can do anything. They can remake older games. I've seen mods for Forge where you can play the original campaign of the original Halo Combat Evolved. I've seen Forge mods that you can build old levels or anything. Like literally, I can't even describe it because my mind can't comprehend the things that I've seen people do. They've made like a horde mode called Firefight. They made that in Forge first, and then it came to the regular playlist. They do so many crazy things in Forge. They can mod guns, so your gun can be the original Halo gun, assault rifle, instead of something else. You can build anything you can imagine in Forge. Each person can edit a Forge, or you can go in and play someone else's map, someone else's world, someone else's design. It's limitless. The library has thousands upon thousands of different maps you can play, and that's all before each set for Joe.
All right. All right, we got 5 minutes on the clock. So we got 5 minutes on the clock. Trink, what you want to hit, Steve?
Murder.
Okay.
Murder.
Murder. You go ahead and do
Lots
it.
of it. Please bleed on the floor.
Just bleed on the floor. Do it. Whenever Franny says go, you go.
Go.
Okay, so why is Minecraft a better sandbox than Halo? Well, first off, we're looking at creation versus combat. Halo, well, yes, it has creative combat techniques and mechanics. We're looking at sandbox as a whole, the creation of it. Yes, you can create different things in Forge mode, but it is very limited. I've messed around with it a lot, and it is very limited to
I
what
wouldn't say it's
the
very limited.
resources are limited to Halo resources.
Well,
I mean,
and Minecraft resources are limited to what they put into Minecraft, because Minecraft
but there is a huge
has been
modding
out for
community
a
in Minecraft.
long time. I'm not
Halo
saying
does not have that type of modding
Minecraft is
community.
a bad sandbox game. What I'm saying is Minecraft is a boring children's game. What I'm saying is, like, if I want to create a world, I want to fall into a huge, cool sci-fi world that's in high res, and I get to be a badass where I get to smash aliens.
There are high
and, like,
res mods. There's high def mods on Minecraft, and those
I've
are
never
it's
seen
like
one. That doesn't mean
you're in Minecraft. You create everything you want. I could build Halo in Minecraft if I had a powerful enough PC. You know what I mean? I could
and then I could build
I
Minecraft in
recreated
Halo.
Mario Brother.
I could build Mario in Halo. I could jump
No.
up and have my head hit a
Yes,
box.
you could
and
call it
box
Mario, but it wouldn't
unlocks
be.
a fucking
It
grenade
wouldn't
launcher.
be.
You can do
Nobody would be like, oh, this is like I should play
said
this.
they put a battle royale into Halo. Like, that's a whole different game mode that they built through Forge.
And I've played it, and it is not good.
It doesn't matter if it's good. How many
it is not
things
good,
are on
brother.
Minecraft?
Look, Minecraft, like I said, you can create a whole. You can create a power grid on Minecraft. The gameplay, the player expression, the creativity is so deep. that there is more player expression in Minecraft than you can in
I
Halo.
would say player expression is
Halo
down
is more
to the
limiting.
interpretation of what you're saying. And the example I gave in the intro is pure player expression. That is my player expression. That is how I choose to use the sandbox and a 6v6 arena to get myself an edge. That is a type of player expression. Although they may be on opposite poles of the spectrum, they both are player
Halo
expression.
has different modes. Obviously, there's different modes in Halo. The core gameplay loop is always combat, and that's what separates
Which to
Minecraft.
somebody who likes
Because Minecraft
action
can
games
have
is fun.
they can have combat, but they have many other things to back them up to support
If we
them.
load up right
as
now,
far as
if you
what's
load up
fun.
Minecraft and I load up Halo, and all of us have to play the same game, there's like 4 of us in here, right? And we all play split screen. Which game are we gonna have more fun playing? Tell the truth.
Well, it depends on what you want.
Tell the people the truth.
If you
Tell
want
the people the
combat,
truth.
obviously, yeah, Minecraft or Halo might be a little more fun on the combat side of it.
We
But
don't
that's
have
what
to
you're
fight each other.
limited
We can,
to.
like I said, we
That's
can
what
do
you're limited
firefight.
to is
We're all on
combat.
the same team.
Minecraft has endless possibilities. Halo is
Yes,
very
but
limited on its.
what game can you have something that I create and we all hop in and it's seamless? It just makes sense to play this way. Like you don't have to explain it to anybody at any time. This is what the game is.
You got to explain every
obviously
game.
Team
It doesn't matter.
Deathmatch.
If you put in somebody that's never played a video game, they'll probably understand Minecraft better than they would Halo.
I didn't
If
say
it's a-
anybody's never played a video game. I said seamless for those of us. We are gamers. I'm talking about us. Where would we have?
But when
the
I
most
think
fun?
of the best, I think of everyone. I don't think of people that play video games. I think of people that play games and don't play games. Everyone in between.
Fair enough.
The best, the best. And this is a movie. This is a game that has just put out a blockbuster movie. Halo, as a franchise, it's been failing for the last 10 years.
Whoa.
It's never met its initial success that Microsoft invested in, whereas Minecraft has exceeded their expectations as far as how much money they spent to obtain the property and how much they've returned. Halo does
Minecraft
not.
Is an impressive IP. If I had stock, I would buy some of that Minecraft shit.
Halo doesn't hold a flame to the limitlessness of Minecraft. And I love both games. I love Halo. Obviously, if I want to play combat, I'll play Halo. But if I want something new, something maybe I haven't experienced before, and I want to try to learn a different style.
JPEGs and blocks. I feel like that just gets old and bland, and you can keep saying it's new, but it's the same environment.
But it's about the possibilities.
That's time.
All right, time's up.
Okay.
Mac, don't say anything.
I'm not.
I'm taking over this one.
Go ahead.
all right?
Go ahead.
Okay. Can I also speak for my fellow judges on this one?
Go for it. Just yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. We're going to end this very quickly. Sandbox. What a sandbox game is, it's a type of video game that gives players significant creative freedom and control within a game world. That's it. That's all a sandbox game is. Not an element, it is the game. So, while Halo Forge may be a type of sandbox, it is not a sandbox game. I don't even have to look at any other facts about the games.
Can you read it one more time?
A sandbox game is a type of video game that gives players significant creative freedom and control within a game world.
Pause. How did I not describe that in my intro?
Significant. Choosing your gun and your loadout isn't significant.
If that's
Yes,
the
it is.
case, Apex
could-
Legends is a sandbox game.
The
By your
game is to kill
theory.
each other. Okay, I hear what you guys are saying.
Okay. Okay.
I
Also-
should have answered.
also- Yes, because you said Halo. You didn't say Halo Forge.
I
You
mean,
said Halo.
it's an IP. He said Microsoft. I mean, he said Minecraft. Is
Minecraft,
there only
but
anything
Minecraft
is
is
one.
a sandbox.
It's
game.
the
See, I didn't know.
definition. When you Trill, if you type sandbox game,
Minecraft is gonna be the first one.
First game you're gonna see.
Also, hold on. If we would have been having this argument if he was also put in there like Minecraft, the dungeons, or one of them. He didn't mention that. There is other Minecraft games, but the main Minecraft game is just Minecraft.
Yeah.
Mods and all of that are part of base Minecraft. Microsoft is like, add them to your folder as much as you want. We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Just please don't add guns.
Yeah, we don't
And
need
then
guns in
advertise it.
Minecraft. You don't.
They're like, no, they're like, you can have guns, just please don't put it on YouTube.
You don't even need a gun.
Parents
You
get mad.
you don't even need guns. It's just it's supposed to be an adventure game.
Now,
You're
let me no.
Can I poke in? We got it. Can we
Yes.
wrap this up a bit?
Well, this is why I wanted to speak for all of us, because I think just by default it would have to go to Minecraft.
Yeah, it's going to Minecraft. I wasn't even. I as soon as Trill said that and it's opened the argument, I wasn't even paying attention to the argument. I was picking Bryce 100%.
Yeah,
Sorry,
because
Trill.
you guys chose not to listen to the new.
Oh, I
did.
listened.
No, I heard
did.
everything you
I
said.
heard everything
Trill,
you said.
Trill,
Your
quiet,
argument when you were.
Trill,
Of the
quiet.
sandbox.
Quiet. I heard what you said. I even looked it up to try to defend you,
There's like
and it would still be a type. Halo Forge is only a type. It is not.
Halo Forge is just what it is.
Don't
Come
you
on.
interrupt me. Don't interrupt me.
I hear what you have to say. I hear what you guys. I would argue that in the first
Don't
person
argue.
shooter world,
Don't argue it.
there's a lot
It's
of
going to Minecraft.
creativity.
It's going to Minecraft
We're all
based on
picking
the
Minecraft.
definition.
I'm not saying it shouldn't go to Minecraft though. I'm not saying. it
Okay,
shouldn't go to
okay.
Minecraft. I'm just saying that if you guys
Going to
play
Minecraft.
first person shooter, you guys would know what a sandbox is compared to.
Okay. It's going to Minecraft. Point going to Minecraft. It is now Bryce 2, Trill 1. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go to question 4 already. Let's go to question 4. Let's just skip. Well, Trent, what they're saying in the chat. You want to go there?
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
It's just spam with Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. Move on.
Yeah, Minecraft, move on. Alright.
Literally, it's just filled with the words Minecraft. What the fuck? And you want mine? Galo.
Okay, when she typed that, I had to bite my lip because I was about to laugh. Like, I was actually about to laugh from getting like, when she said that.
Alright,
I
so
hate Halo. Always have.
Is that like a homosexual slur? Game?
If you had me pick a game,
Then we all laughed at
I'd
it?
rather better go. Listen, if you're gonna try to come at the bisexual person for making a
Hey, I'm just
self-deprecating
asking.
gay joke, I will fight you because my partner,
whoa.
she's
Whoa,
in
whoa, whoa,
chat
ding,
right now.
That's what we're laughing at. That's
Ding,
what we're
ding,
laughing
ding.
at.
Salem, you wanna come
Question
forward
four.
and
Whoa,
like,
Whoa. Question 4.
Whoa.
Make sure
Question
everyone's
4.
being
Question
appropriate.
4.
Trill, shut
Question
up. Question 4.
Question 4.
Shut up.
Question 4. Wow.
So now I'm the bad person.
Question 4.
Question 4. I'm gonna read it. Sup, guys? It's my birthday. Pitch a game with Mac Poole as your main playable character. All right, cool. So we're gonna go with Trill. Trill, what is your answer?
Do you have to like have a name for the game?
Well, I mean, you can go with anything. It doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah. Mac Poole's Adventure.
All right, cool. There's the photo. Hope you like it.
What is that a photo of?
I don't know. Do you not see the photo? It's me as a
No,
violin.
I can see it. I can see it.
All right, cool. All right, Bryce,
Yes.
what is your answer?
Mac Poole, Digital Maverick.
Cool. Here we go.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's such a cool name. I feel like his JPEG's better.
I mean, if you look at the Bryce, you see the photo.
What?
You see the photo?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what you
Exactly
told.
how I envisioned.
Yeah, that's how you envision it. Yeah. All right. With that said, people, final game with final answer tonight. Trill, you need to go to PvP. All right. So this is a pitch round. We're gonna give you a full 5 minutes each. We're not gonna let you argue, but you're gonna get a full 5 minutes to pitch your art. Give us your full pitch. So Trill, 5 minutes on Miss. Franny, 5
Jesus
minutes on the clock. Fuck.
Right.
Franny, you already know. You already know why we're the same person.
Franny,
We're basically Tia and Tamara at this point. We're the same person.
Right?
damn it. Franny, 5
Dude,
minutes. On the, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you saying?
How many minutes on the clock?
5.
5.
All right.
All right, Trill, you have
Yeah.
5 minutes to pitch your whole game. Tell us about it. Whenever Franny's ready.
Go.
All right, so we all know like Mac is obsessed with the cat, right? And he's also obsessed with Mega Man. So it only makes sense that on Mac Poole Adventures, that unfortunately one day he goes to a convention and he runs into a was it Bugsby character, right? And the Bugsby character's like, hey, play me in Mega Man and I'll let you, get a signed autograph. Mac's like, this is gonna be the coolest thing ever. I finally get my signed autograph because I secretly don't hate Bugsby. I actually love Bugsby, and I think Bugsby is the best ever. So they start playing the game, and Max gets sucked into the Mega Man game, and now Mac has to play his way through the greatest hits of each Mega Man, through like from the first one all the way up to every one of them. He has to play and be Mega Man through each of the trials and tribulations, and each time the game changes. Luckily, somebody else that came with him to the convention just happens to come up and play the game. So like if I'm the person playing the game because me and Mac always like disagree, he gets like, I don't know, a boost on like stamina. But if Franny's playing the game, he gets a boost on hearts. And I guess the same with Miss, since you guys are Tia and Tamara. Yeah, so it's like a game that's like super like I don't know how to make it, but it's like different for each person that plays it, because like your friendship with Mac is different, and the quest of the game is all of us trying to get him out of the game. And when he gets out, he's gonna tell us finally that how he feels about Bugsby, and we can just finally all go to the furry convention together, and he can just be cool because it's okay. I like Lola Bunny. It's all right, man. And happy birthday, Mac. I think this is the perfect question for your birthday. Um, yeah. It's just a goof. Oh yeah. Uh, Mega Man with a lot of like cutaways, like Family Guy, cut in between, but like cartoon ones of you doing things, and Bugsby harassing you, like as like chasing you through the levels. Like what's that thing from Resident Evil?
Mr.
Was chasing you through the level. Was it
Nemesis?
Mr. Black?
Mr.
Nemesis,
X.
yes, like Nemesis. I think there's 3. Yeah, Nemesis, like Nemesis. So like you're playing the regular Mega Man game. Oh, I'm playing it, and then Bugsby shows up, and then now the game has to switch, and you never know when it's gonna switch.
Yeah, it's just.
And it's all the greatest hits. And I think that's the Adventures of Mac Poole. That's all I got.
That's it?
That's it.
All right.
Very nice.
Nice. Bryce, tell us about yours. Franny got reset to 5 minutes. Whenever you're ready to go.
Go.
Okay, so with Mac Poole, Digital Maverick, we're looking at a action adventure sandbox game for PC console. Here's how it goes. Step into the shoes of Mac Poole, whether you want to or not. The charismatic creator from GF1 Studios navigates a wild open-world digital landscape filled with creativity, chaos, and unexpected challenges. Armed with a camera, sharp wit, and an arsenal of bizarre gadgets, Mac must take on rival creators, crack cryptid puzzles, and outmaneuver corporate overlords trying to control the digital space. Here's some of the gameplay features that you can expect. This is kind of a, if I can set a mood, it'll feel like a Watch Dogs mixed with Goat Simulator. You've got content creator mode. Players can craft and edit videos in game, unlocking new abilities and, based on audience engagement. The better the videos perform, the more perks you unlock, the more experience points you gain. The exploration, you're going to explore a vast digital world inspired by streaming platforms, video editing nightmares, and the quirks of the internet culture. So you're going to see a lot of familiar things, a lot of familiar faces. You're going to have the rival showdowns, where you battle rival creators using creativity, problem solving, and absurd but hilarious challenges to try to become the top creator. Then you have the mystery and conspiracy. Unravel the hidden secrets of the digital world. Why do certain videos mysteriously vanish? And who's really pulling the strings?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the customization, upgrade max gear appearance, video editing tools to improve performance, unlock new game mechanics. Like I said, this is a mix of Watch Dogs, Goat Simulator, with a heavy dose of absurd humor and satire, like you would expect from the online creator world. And then you have the choice. What do you do as Mac Poole? Do you take on the digital overlords? Or do you just upload reaction videos to their schemes to try to, manipulate the system your way? I think that some fun points would be to kind of take down a lot of the creators that have kind of come into controversy over the years. Maybe we hack into somebody's phone and find them texting a minor, or we like Dr. Disrespect, or we there's lots of different ways you can go about it, and it's like, do you hack or do you sneak in? What role do you play? It's like I said, it's got sandbox elements, so you have the option to sneak in, be stealthy, break in, or use your tools and gadgets like a Watch Dogs kind of esque game, but with the humor and lightheartedness of a Goat Simulator style game. We'd pack it with lots of Easter eggs, lots of YouTube, TikTok viral references, everything that you would expect from a content creating simulator, essentially, starring Mac Poole.
Okay, cool. Interesting. That's it?
Yes.
All right. Each one of us will give one question. If you don't have one, it's okay, but I'll go first. Who is the main villain of your game? I mean, Trail, obviously, who is the actual main villain of your damn game? So Trail will go first, and then Mark should go next. So, Trail, who's the actual main villain of your game?
It's Bugsby, because like I said, it's just the game's concept is like you just playing like a little bit of each level of a different Mega Man game, and then Bugsby comes and chases you off, or you'll get to like the final boss, and then you get past it, and then at the end, all of a sudden you're fighting Bugsby, and then you're in the next game. So Bugsby is the ultimate villain in my game.
Gotcha. Bryce?
I'd say like one of the top I don't follow a lot of content creators, but I'm trying to think of like who would be like somebody that's a top content creator, or maybe even I'm thinking
Who?
AI is your main enemy. You're taking down the mainframe, the main server for the world's AI, because the AI is ruining everything and ruining content creation because it's stealing everybody's work and it's not getting people paid. So you're going after the main servers that are holding the AI core brain, wherever that may be. We'll discover that as it goes, but That is the main
Very
kind of
Terminator.
villain there.
Very Terminator, like that. Very Terminator. Trent, you got a question?
Nope.
Yes.
We all know Mac has to work off somebody. So, create either a love interest or sidekick. Or both, if you so choose. But create somebody else for Mac to work off of.
Wow. I mean, that's true.
His dog Rush.
Yeah.
So it would just be, for some levels, he just randomly get a power up. It'd be his dog, give him health and I don't know, maybe that level he skate on the dog, not skate but fly when it's 2D.
Damn it!
Damn
it!
He rides it when it's 3D. That'd be cool. Fast travel transition, the cheesy, cheeky, 70s or 80s video game transition screen. It's just Mega Man running as Mac and it's his dog. I think that'd be a cool way to.
That's actually Mega. That's why I named Rush after Rush the dog. Okay. Okay.
Maybe a power up Rush combined with Mega Man.
That's in the game. That's in game.
Dog. Cause he'll be getting if he beats Scissor Dude, he get the scissor hands. What I don't know what type of dog power he would get.
He doesn't get dog powers.
He red or something. Ooh, if it just turned red, that'd be sick. Actually, that'd be cool. I'm fucking with that.
It's called the Rush adapter. The jet. That. Oh God. Okay. It's cool. I like.
He get to fly. Oh, he get to fly.
That's Rush jet. Anyway. But I like the idea. But I'm just telling you what it is.
I ain't be dropping bombs on bitches. Okay, that's what I want.
Okay. Yeah. That's Mega Man 8. Rush bomb. So Bryce.
Sidekick for Mac. Okay, so hear me out. I know that I said the enemy is AI, but Mac Poole needs a sidekick who complements his rebellious archivist personality. Someone not just along for the ride, but that challenges and enhances the mission. So you've got a rogue AI. You got a rogue AI telling you, helping you, giving you the inside and out of how the AI works, where it's located, how to discover your next mission. You've got a rogue AI with an attitude. It's not just a virtual assistant. It's a self-aware hacking construct that broke free from the system. The last rebel algorithm, if you will. It's going to give you, it's going to kind of push you along your story, but it's going to have a chaotic strategist vibe to it. So it's kind of up to you to decide, okay, how much do I listen to this? Should I take every piece of advice it gives me? Because sometimes it might seem like it's a little iffy or a little shady. And that's part of the story as well, unlocking the mystery of this rogue AI. Is the AI really rogue? Or is it really just trying to is it a narc? Is it just trying to lead you down a path to get busted? And that's kind of, so you're riding this line of, can I trust this rogue AI as much as it wants me to, as much as it's telling me to, as much as I want to? You fully can't commit to trusting it because you're going after AI. So you're at this crossroads of, but that's why it would be a good sidekick for you, because it would push the missions along, it would push everything along, give you the intel you need, but it also creates this conflict in the story of, how you can, who you can trust and who you can't, but it also adds to the abilities that you're able to unlock. You're hacking and disrupting, and maybe different dialogue options that it'll remind you of. It'll say, hey man, you remember when old boy told us this dude's trying to tell us something different, so we might as well just cut him off, he's full of shit, type of thing. So a rogue AI.
Okay, all right, gotcha. Franny, you got anything?
Let's give Mac a big head, and why don't you who plays Mac? Who's the actor that plays Mac?
Oh God, really?
In a movie or a voice
and you're
actor?
the voice actor.
Trill.
I don't know who could play you.
I know someone who could play him.
Don't you dare say
Answer.
Mac. I know you're calling him.
The toss up between like Bing Rain and Regina King.
What?
What the hell?
That's it.
Big Reeves. Okay, all right. Big Reeves, you watching this?
What did you say?
He said Big Reeves and Regina King. Big Reems, Virginia King, you watching that you, obviously you can voice at me. So attempt it. I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear that.
I mean, I didn't think she could do like Huey and Riley.
That is true. That is true. She might could do me. She might could.
Bing is just I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like he's just so opposite. It'd be hilarious if that turned out to be the person that did your voice.
Yeah, that is true.
It's funny as shit to me.
All right. Bryce.
I'm gonna go with Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. I want to see him play you.
You want to see him play my voice actor? That would be a dream.
Well, obviously your voice wouldn't be your voice,
Yeah.
but I think that he would play the role well.
Oh, he would. He would definitely play the role, and also he'd be dancing and singing better than me.
Yeah, it would give it a good laid back kind of funny vibe, and he's talented, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he's funny, he's a good actor, and he's smart, so the role would be played well.
Yeah.
Obviously the voice doesn't match well, but I think he'd be a good fit as far as trying to make the film noticeable,
Fair.
or not the film rather, but the game.
Yeah.
You put that on the box.
Starring Donald Glover. You're right. Trent, one last chance. Anything?
Nope.
All right, cool. We're gonna go right to the judging. Miss, who you thought won?
Bryce, you beautiful man.
Wow.
Okay. Have you ever seen us play any game on GF1?
Yeah.
Because your side character is some conglomeration of all of us who play a freaking game with this man. And that 100% won me over because all I could think of was, holy crap, that is us in one package. So you got my vote just based on your side character.
Hell yeah.
I'm already not Trink. I want to go. I want to go to you, but I want to go to Franny because I know she's dying. I want to hear her. Franny. She's getting her mind together. Franny, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just going through both of the arguments. Kind of want to give it to Tro.
Because of Rush.
Because of Rush and choosing like Regina King as like doing the voice of you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Regina King. So I was just gonna voice that to me. Y'all lying. Okay. Trank.
All right, I went with Bryce for the same reason as missed. I think that listen. Either all of us or one of us has to be your side character to keep you on track in any game.
Fair.
You need your handheld.
Dude, you have no idea how much that side character hit home.
Right.
Um,
Got to keep it moving.
yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, Troy. I'm gonna go with Bryce as well. It, it's not just what he said. It just seems something. It seems more fluent. Feels like your game. While your game sounds fun, it just seems like, what can I say? It feels like Tron. Whatever. It feels like a Tron game. Like I'm getting sucked in, or other game like Comic Zone or the AVGN game. It feels like that. I'm getting sucked into something and I'm playing the game. It's really cool, but it's not like original. I feel like Bryce is a little bit original, so I'm gonna go with Bryce on this one. Which means Bryce, you won the game.
Let's go. GG's, partner. Woo! One
All
more
right.
time.
Is
GG's, brother.
Bryce, you're going to the finals.
It was fun.
Good guy.
Woo!
Good game. Good game. All right, so
The
you go to
big
finals.
finale.
You're going to the finals to face Loveless in the finals. So
Oh,
congratulations.
loveless.
All right. So let's go ahead and get plugs
be good.
done. Great job. Great job. Let's go ahead and go with the winner of the show. Bryce, what you got to plug?
Hey, it's Bryce, aka Big BS. Catch me on YouTube, Twitch as Big BS. I'm streaming a couple times a week, Saturday night every week for sure, doing episode-based games. We just finished up Lost Records Bloom and Rage Tape 2 on Saturday, and we're starting up Tell Me Why next Saturday. I got the series going, Big B's Library, where I go through retro gaming guides, art books, and graphic novels. Check me on the podcast, The Next Level, and the other channel I make content for, The Domain Gaming, Pop Culture, and Entertainment. Thank you very much. Rest in peace, Eileen Kramer. Thank you guys for delaying it for me so I could go visit with my friends.
Oh, no problem.
I appreciate it.
No problem. I understand. Troy, what you got to plug?
You can find me on here on Black Film Talk and Dope Albums. And happy birthday, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you. Trent, what you got to plug?
Hi, I will be streaming starting tomorrow, and I'll be doing a giveaway for the next several days of my merch. It'll be a mug, so come enter if you would like a mug of my cute merch that almost every day, evidently, at least every time I look at Chris is wearing it, and evidently Scott's wearing it today, so...
I got your cup. I just haven't found something to drink.
Kyle's been using in my face as the drink out of, evidently.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Mac, it's also called water. You can just go like to the bathroom, fill with water.
I'm gonna do that one day. It's in there. I want to keep it.
Listen,
clean.
I am using my Canadian Sun mug, in other words,
Thank
taco,
you, thank you.
as a pen caddy here on my desk.
Okay, I'll bring it in here. I don't want to use it as a pen. I want to drink out of it because that's one thing I don't want to do. I like it. I use it to drink all the time. I just so happen when I drink out of it, it just so happens to be in the other room. But it's my main cup. I promise you.
Oh yeah.
Franny, what you got plug?
I am here. That's about it.
Yay! Miss, what you got plug?
I have to plug DTH Games, to which we are actually streaming tomorrow, and I'm fairly certain Wednesday for a 12-hour stream.
Nice.
So, for the love of God, please be in it and keep us awake.
Yeah,
So you're coming to play League of Legends with us.
it's rough.
Don't worry. I'll try to come in there when I can.
Is that what I'm hearing?
I did a 24-hour stream of Starfield when it came out.
Ooh.
To answer your question, Trink, I have no problem with that.
And last but not least, me. I'm Mac Poole. Come follow me at TimberBookFan80 or follow me at The Game Fixers. Make sure you come follow me. Follow the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel, and follow us on Instagram, Instagram, and TikTok. We're on TikTok, so make sure you go watch that too. Want to thank everybody watching. We got 10 viewers. I want to appreciate y'all. Look, I know y'all are not religious, but I thank the Lord that I'm here another year, another 37. I almost didn't make it to 37. I almost didn't make it, but I'm here.
Yeah, about a year ago, you wanted us to do something where Scott, Chris, and I could not bring ourselves to do it.
Yeah, and you did it. But after that, it's funny. After you did that, I was literally dying.
Not after, you were dying on camera.
I was dying on camera. So yeah. But
Listen, I still have a clip of him, me, and Franny playing Cards Against Humanity on New Year's where he's on the floor drunk and can't get up off the floor.
Damn, yeah, that was a good time. But those days are over. I can't get drunk like that anymore. But
We weren't even that far in.
Look, I'm a lightweight.
We were like 4 hours into New Year's stream. It wasn't even New Year's yet.
I'm a lightweight, okay?
Damn, Mac.
I was slamming shots of absinthe. I am 90 pounds, Mac.
I'm a lightweight, okay? I'm sorry. But yeah, serious note, thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate all the happy birthdays. I appreciate it. 37, I'm 3 years away from 40. God, I feel old, and it sucks. So
Mac is old and gets white girl wasted.
I don't even get wasted no more. I can't get wasted. Can't get wasted anymore because of certain things. But as I appreciate y'all. But once again, I'm happy that I'm blessed to be here for another 37 years. Hope to be here for another 3 years. I'm gonna keep doing this as long as I'm living. So guys, thank y'all. But without further ado, we gotta get up out of here, people. We'll see you next time on another episode of Gamer Grudge. Bye bye.
Happy birthday, back.
Sayonara.
Wow.